Hey everyone, it's Miss Alicia B and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching my video for the first time, I share my journey of becoming a high value woman, and that's in the form of sharing my self-awareness journals and also sharing my health and wellness videos, my health journal, which is my story. I've been going through grave disease. I was diagnosed in 2017, and so therefore once a month I share my journal in terms of what I've actually been doing that month, what I've been eating, you know, what improvements I've seen, da, 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 da. That's what I share once a month. So, but I share my self-awareness journals every once a week, and it is all going, I'm going in the direction of becoming a high value woman. And so I didn't realize that before. I was like just saying I'm on a self-awareness journey, but I'm actually on a high value woman journey. And one second, sorry. And I use also music within my journals. So I'm going to start to share a bit more of my music in my videos. I've kind of been reluctant to do it because I had to kind of like really think about what I'm doing, how I'm actually going to do my music within my journals or within my channel. So it's subject to change. You know, I'm not saying over time I might release more music, but I'm not releasing music at the present time. But what I can do, what I will be doing, I'll share with you like a little draft of what I was singing this week in my journals. So I've actually got two journals to share with you. So let's go. So I'm just gonna like try to read it without actually reading it from the book. I'm just gonna look at the title and then just read a couple of lines and then try and just say it from my heart really. So this journal was 29th of the 11th 2020. This is when I wrote it. I wrote one of the titles was How I Am. So I was analysing how I am. I've said it before on this video, this channel, sorry, is that how I am or how you are is different from who I am or who you are. So that's how I write my journals. I talk about how I am, how I behave, my personality. That is something that's been developed. That's something that's been adapted or it's been learnt. Behavior is learnt. Character is learnt. Or who you are, just who you are, but you may not know who you are because you've got a character that's been learned that is overshining who you really are on the inside. So I was in a team meeting. I'll just give you the look. I was in a team meeting which happened on the 29th of the 11th, yes. So I think I wrote this journal actually on the 3rd of the 11th. What? The 29th, sorry, I've written this wrong. This event happened on the 29th of the 10th, which is October, the end of October, this year, 2021. So I wrote this journal on the 3rd of the 11th, so I wrote my journal about it. So I was in a team meeting on Zoom. I felt like I was blamed for something or held responsible for something that wasn't fully my responsibility. So I'll give you the rest of the story based on not looking at my book. So I kind of reacted to the situation. I kind of come across that, you know, this is like, you know, agitated on the phone call. I was like, you know, saying a lot of different things. And really and truly, I came across agitated. I came across my voice was a bit like sharp, I could say. So when I came off the call, I was like, oh God, to be honest, I know when I've done something that I shouldn't have done because I'm aware of myself. I've been doing these self-awareness journals for at least a good year now. Sorry. But even before that, I was kind of aware of some things that I was having issues with in my life. Let me put my charger in, sorry. So I'm aware, you know, because, you know, I've had conflicts with people in the past and they've mentioned certain things that I do So I'm aware of certain things within myself that needs to change and adjust. Sorry. And so therefore when something happened, I recognized, okay, I was a bit jumpy. I kind of was cutting people, you know. I was emotionally triggered. I was emotionally triggered. So I thought about this whole thing properly. I said, okay, you know, I need to really work on this. I have been like, you know, telling myself that, you know, I need to change in this area. I've been praying about it. But what I've done now, I've created an affirmation for it. And now, normally with affirmations, if I was just to speak it, I would just say, you know, something like, I'll use one of them. I can think before I respond to what someone says about me. I would say something like that. But I find like, because I'm a creative, so who I am, I'm talking about who I am. Through prayer, I believe I am an extrovert. I believe that I am also a deep thinker. I'm a deep thinker. So I'm a deep thinker. Naturally, I'm a deep thinker. So being a deep thinker means that, yes, naturally, you would have naturally more to express. You know? More to express. So, I will give you the best of it. I've got another journal that will cover it. So I'm not going to say everything now because you will see now that I actually written another journal this week that actually relates to this journal. I'm going to go on to the next journal, which is the 5th. I wrote this on the 5th of the 11th, 2022, which is just on Friday morning. What happened on the 2nd of the 11th, 2021? I listened to Chingy live in Swan City group. So there's a group called Swan City on Facebook, free group, community group for women that are aspiring to become high value women. And Chingy, she's one of the main coaches of Black Swan Relationship Academy. And yeah, I'm on the 30-day challenge with them. I did mention it, I think, in my last video. So the video that she put up was about, for the challenge was, this week we have to, I'm not going to give you the whole details, you know, because I'll be spoiling it. If you want more information, please subscribe to my mailing list and I'll be willing to share the group information to you so you can join also. But I believe the challenge is, like, you can't really join the challenge anymore, but you can listen to the videos because the month is nearly over, and I think she feels that if you join a challenge now, you will have to really catch up from week 1. But there'll be other challenges that come up, so just still join the group. So if you want that information, join my mailing list and I'll be happy to send out information to you regarding, you know, being in Swan City or whatever it is that I'm a part of. Like, I'll be willing to share that resources with you. Sorry about my throat, it's like I had a little bit of a cold or something. So it was about, this week was about help, asking for help. She said it's okay for people to say no. And also that we shouldn't assume that people are going to help us because we help them. And to be honest, that really resonated with me because I do that often. I felt a bit not confident to ask for help, thinking, I just felt uncomfortable asking for help. It's a really big issue for me. So she said that it's all right if you ask for help and someone says no, because, you know, you just have to reposition the situation. Like, okay, this person is saying no to me. Okay, why are they saying no? It depends on why they're saying no. They might say, okay, I can't do this right now, but I can do this then. But if they're telling me just no in general, they don't want to do something, then I have to really reevaluate that person, whether they should be positioned in my life where they are. Maybe they need to be someone that I distance myself from, I'm not as close to. They talk about circles, different types of circles, but I'm not going to go into that. So I have to change the circle that they're in my life. If they're saying no and the reason that they're giving me is not right. Yeah. But it's also okay for me to say no. But if I'm saying no, it's not because I don't want to help somebody, but it's about maybe the timing You know, maybe it's because, as I said, they're not helping me when I need their help. So I have to say, okay, well, if you're not you're not my priority. I know you now and again. I might say hello to you, but you're not my priority. So how I am. Previously, I said to you in one of my videos that I am more confident to express my thoughts and feelings to people than in the past. In the past, I would always express myself, keeping in mind I said who I am is part of who I am is I'm a deep thinker. And I express myself to people, but I used to like, you know, muddle up my words because I'm very nervous about it. So I'll be doing it, but I'm very nervous about it. So at the same time, I'll be kind of like shaky, nervous, timid. But now I'm not timid at all. And now I kind of tell you straight that this is how I think. Which is good. But through listening to this video with Chingy, I've learned that I need to be more effective with how I do this. There's a better way of doing it and understanding expressions. So being the deep thinker that I am, I'm also creative. God has made me to be creative. This is why I use music in my affirmations. When I don't use music and things like that, I probably won't, you know, be motivated as well. When you're creative, you've got to use your creative juices, as they would say. Whatever you have within you, you've got to use it in terms of helping you on your journey. Because if you do try and do it someone else's way, you may not do it effectively or you may not want to continue it. That's why I'm sharing with you music. If some of you like music as well, and I also feel that you're creative, you don't have to be the greatest singer or whatever I'm saying, but you could be a songwriter, you could be someone that can write. If you're creative, just let me know because, you know, I want to know, like, maybe in the future I might provide some courses on songwriting. So just let me know if you're interested in songwriting. You don't have to necessarily want to be a professional. I'm kind of switching the subject quickly before I forget. It just came to my mind. You may not want to be a professional songwriter, but you may want to use songwriting for your journaling, for example. You may want to use it for a certain specific thing. Just let me know. Just let me know. Because I will be setting up a course in the near future on songwriting. Okay, so what was I saying now? So I'm creative, I'm also a deep thinker, so keeping that in mind. But a lot of times I'm an extrovert as well, so a lot of times I just let out. I don't know if I'm an extrovert, that's who I really am, or whether that's based on my learnt behaviour, how I am. I'm not sure right now. But a lot of times I let out how I think very quickly to people. I find it hard to kind of hold it in. So I'm learning now. I don't have to hold it in because that's not something that I do well in, holding it in. I have to just remember that, okay, as soon as something's happened, start to write it down. Start to write it down. While it's happening, write it down. The reason being that you can't just speak. You have to be effective in how you're communicating. So how I'm expressing myself is important. I need to put that through a process. Some of my thoughts might not be for others. She was saying this week, there's different ways of saying no. You don't have to say, as a high value woman, no. You have to learn, how do you say what you're saying? How do you communicate what you're saying? It's very key to being a high value woman. I never knew that. Your communication, how you communicate, is very key to being a high value woman. And it takes processing. So now, what I'm trying to do now, something's happening and I'm not happy about it. I'm not going to just jump and tell someone, oh, this is how I feel. Even though what I'm saying might be right, it could be the approach that's not right. And therefore, it might not become effective. So the first thing is I have to think things through for myself. Whatever's happening that I don't like, I need to journal it to myself first. before I even comment to other people. Because why? Because it's all about self-awareness. It's all about, okay, why am I feeling that way? Why am I not feeling happy about how this person is speaking to me? Then I can go into, okay, what am I going to say to that person? That's the next thing. But the first thing is, what do I need to digest within myself about this situation? What do I need to learn? And how should I respond to this? Very important in terms of being a high-value woman. Very, very important. So that doesn't mean I can't be who I am. I can still be a deep thinker. I can still be expressive. But the way I express myself is different now. I'm not just going to go and express myself to people just like that. So that's learning that I have to change in that area. So just a few affirmations that I would have done. And I'm going to add a couple actually. I'm going to add some. I'm going to add some right now. So one thing I will just do. Let me get my keyboards. Yeah, this is all about being confident now. Try something like when I write now, I don't try to like overthink my writing. I just like flow with something, and then I might go back and say, okay, how can I make this affirmation sound more better, or how can I be more creative? So my creativity more comes in after, like, how do I become more creative about how I'm saying it, how I'm communicating it, those kind of things. But at first, I'm just learning it just to flow sometimes, just to improvise. That's why I'm saying, let me get the keyboard out. Might look a bit high, sorry, I haven't adjusted it. I'm just gonna flow, it's a bit high, but anyway. It's all about learning to improvise. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. Well, I said I can express myself in my journal before I express myself to others. That's one word. It just came to me. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna try and overthink it. It's improvisation. Some of the chords are wrong, but it's alright. Okay. Now I can express myself in my journal before I respect myself. Sorry, this boy distract me. Go over there, don't move. I'll do my video. I can express myself in my journal before I express myself to other people. I can express myself in my journal. I can. Sorry, one second. I can express myself in my journal before I express myself to other people. Kids have woken up, so yeah, I'm just giving you an example of like how I would be creative with just with one word. I had other words that I wrote this week, like but that was on this week, so I can do it again for the same thing. So my keyboards are kind of like bent now, like that. It's kind of, I'm playing like this, but it's like I don't want to I want you to see my face. Okay, I'm gonna say this one. I can't think before I respond. 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 So I'm getting a chord right. Try to put it all together. I can't think before I respond. I can't think before I respond. I can't express myself in my journal before I express myself to other people. Joking. So it's something like that. That's simple. And I didn't do it with the music before. I just done it like I was just singing it. Out just with the words, but I said, you know what, let me try something different today. I'm talking to you guys about doing songwriting courses and stuff like that, so I just want to show you that I can actually create music as well. So that's another thing today. So I was giving you an example. Just look, it's so easy to create something. So it doesn't have to be a song. It could be, I don't know, you got to think about what you would like to do in terms of creativity. No, stay there. Jeez, good thing I bought the keyboard there, tied them. So yeah, it was an interesting session today, very interesting. I'll be definitely doing that a bit more. I don't know about every video because it might be a longer video, but definitely, like, as my YouTube channel grows, you know, I'll even do something like this more live. I think it's more better in a live setting because you can actually do a longer video and people can actually engage in the songs and you know, yeah, I think live and even like a Zoom call. There's so much I want to do, but, you know, we'll speak about this very soon. The more of you join my channel, you know, I'll be able to talk to you a bit more about songwriting and how it can become a part of our daily routine. End it there, the video, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye. Please remember to like my video if you liked it, and obviously subscribe and put the thumbs up. Like my video, press the thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already, and press the notification bell.